Good evening, all of you. Good evening. How are you all? How are you? Fine, that's good. So, anyone of you affected by the bad weather? Some some of the students informed me personally, right? I'm so sorry for them. Actually, some were badly affected, right? And we so what had happened to most of the Sri Lankans, right? That's a very pathetic situation. Hope you all are okay. Hmm? Okay, right. Iron, in your area, was there heavy rains? Okay, that's good. So I actually asked from the students, මට මතක තිබිච්ච අයගෙන් තමයි ඇහුවේ. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ මතක තිබිච්ච කියන්නේ මේ පැතිවල ඉන්නවා කියලා මතකයක් තිබිච්ච අයට මම පර්සනලි මැසේජස් යවුවා. මට මිස් වෙච්ච අය ඇති. මොකද මම මිස් වුණා කියන්නේ දන්නේ නැහැ සමහර අය කොහෙද ඉන්නේ කියලා. නැත්නම් එහෙම ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් සමහර අය කියනවනේ මම මෙහි නුවරඑළියේ. දැන් Kyron mentioned once he was from Vavuniya. ඒ වගේ කියලා තිබිච්ච මතක අයගෙන් පර්සනලි අහලා ඇහුවා. අනිත් අයට ගෲප්ස් වලට ඇත්තටම දැම්මේ මැසේජස් කවුරු හරි affect වෙලා නම් කියන්න කියලා. එහෙම reply කළා. Not only far away areas, even Colombo and Gampaha districts, some were affected by the floods, right? And there were students not in this class in grade this year grade 7 class. There was a student from Gampola as well. He was also affected, but all were safe. And one from Norelia in another class. So hope you all are fine, right? So if anyone needs the notes means I can provide the recordings. In my case, in the tunes I have made them in the question and answer format, no? So there is no complete note there. When we are discussing only, we are completing the note. Therefore, I can't provide the notes, but some of the recordings, lesson-wise recordings are available. So if anyone is in need, I can provide them. Not only the students in our classes, but any student, I am ready to provide those, right? Hari, okay. Deemita, no? Ashini? Hari, okay. Available. Is that all? Hari. Turn on your videos. So we will start grade 7 work, right? And in the last 30 minutes, like, we will do a revision based on grade 6 work as well. Because we did revision for 1 month last month. We did revision month of November. Now we need to start the grade 7 work as well. So you are not made aware about the term tests yet, right? We don't know what will happen because of the situation occurred. Hari. So we are going to discuss about plant diversity in our first unit, right? So before we move on to the lesson, I want to tell you something. Yes, listen. If you were not used to study the things on the same day itself during grade 6, you are supposed to study the things on the day itself from today onwards. හරිද? ඔගොල්ලෝ කලින් එදා පාඩම් කළේ නැත්නම් 11th Matisha. Okay, on the 11th of this month. 11th means it's next Thursday, right? Okay, Matisha. So you all have to do the studies properly. Now when we do certain things in the first unit today, you have to go through them today itself, right? Because I'm sharing a lot of videos related to the lesson. We are discussing so many things. We are writing the answers. Therefore, to send them to your long term memory, you have to revise them today itself. The things that we have discussed within 2 hours, you can revise them within half an hour or maybe less than half an hour. නේද? අපි පැය දෙකක් තිස්සේ කතා කරපුවා අදම බැලුවොත් ඔයගලන්ට පැය භාගයක් හෝ ඊට අඩු වෙලාවකින් මතක් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම මතක් කළාම it is very effective, right? Your studies, your memory, because you are sending them to your long term memory. Now today you have everything in your mind, the videos that you have seen. Okay, Evin, 16th of December, right? Okay, it means yes. Okay, so we have done enough revision, right? Grade 6 revision, so you can just go through them. We will revise certain things in the last 30 minutes in each session for until your schools are started. 12th of this month, Sayuni, okay. So the government schools will be started on the 16th, right? Neither. But after that, you will be informed about the term tests. Hari. So what I was telling it was that you have to revise the things on the day itself. එහෙම කරන්න පුතේ නැත්තම් අද එනවා ටියුට් එක වහලා තියෙනවා ඊළඟ දවසේ ආපහු ඕපන් කරනවා සතියකින් එතකොට දේවල් මතක නැහැ ආයි පාඩම් කරන්න ගියාම ටර්ම් ටෙස්ට් ළඟයි කියලා then you have to study them as you are learning them newly අලුතෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා වගේ පාඩම් කරන්න වෙනවා hari aparadayak, you are spending your valuable time as well as the parents are spending a lot of money on as the class fee and also internet, electricity for all of these, right? Enisa, you have to do your part properly. Terunad. Now you have to be thankful when majority of the people in the country were affected badly. You all are safe here, right? Therefore, you have to be thankful. එම නේද? ඔයාලා දකින්න ඇතිනේ වෙලා තියෙන දේවල් ඒ කියන්නේ මිනිස්සුන් මේ ඉන්නවා. තව මොහොතකින් හැමදේම නැති වෙලා යන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ නිසා ඔගොල්ලෝ ඔයාලගේ කොටස හරියට කරන්න. හරිද? හොඳට ඉගෙන ගන්න දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ අර පොත්පත් නැති වෙලා පොත් තෙමිලා නේද? දැන් සමහර ළමයි මට පර්සනලි කතා කරලාත් කිව්වා අනිත් හැමදේම කමක් නැහැ මිස් නෝට්ස් ටික තමයි නැත්තේ කියලා හරි පව් කියලා හිතනවා. ඉතින් එහෙම ඒගොල්ලන්ට මං කිව්ව මගේ සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකේ නම් මං රෙකෝඩින්ග්ස් ටික ඔක්කොම දෙන්නම්. අනිත් ඒවත් ඒ ක්ලාසස් වල යාළුවන්ට කියලා පුළුවන් නම් අනිත් සබ්ජෙක්ට්ස් වලත් හොයලා දෙන්නම් කියලා. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා ඉගෙන ගන්න එක හරි වටිනවා. Education is very important. It is something valuable for your future, right? You can overcome all the obstacles once you have a proper education. නේද? So along with the education, you have to develop good values as well in your lives. We have seen a lot of educated people without values, no? නේද? ඒ නිසා අධ්‍යාපනයයි ගුණධර්ම හොඳ ගතිගුණ කියන මේ දෙකම එකට යන්න ඕනේ. Very good, Dinuda. Just gave food and water to the people. Yes, I also did as much as possible. Clothing, food, and even money. පුළුවන් හැමදේම දුන්නා. තව ඉස්සරහට දැන් හැමෝම මේ දවස්වල දෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ තව ටික දවසක් යනකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ට එහෙම ඩොනේෂන්ස් උත් අඩු වෙනවානේ. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ට මොනවා හරි වැඩපිළිවෙලක් හදලා ඉස්සරහට even the government have planned certain things. ඉතින් ඒවට පුළුවන් තරම් අපි අපේ contribution එක දෙන්න ඕනේ නේද? As Sri Lankans we can be happy actually on that way. People are so helpful, right? Neda? They donate everything as much as they can, and even they go and help those people. They help to construct those roads and everything, either to clean the places. That should be the way. We have to help others as much as possible. That means we have to think, what if this happens to us? නේද? අපිට උනා නම් කොහොමද? එහෙම හිතලා we have to build up an empathy on them. නේද? හරි. Okay. So education with good values will make you a complete personality, right? Not only the education, there should be good values as well. Hari. So shall we start? Plant diversity. So we will discuss about animal diversity as well. Yes, Pute? Kyan? Yes. I didn't see who it was. Have you got any problem, or do you have anything to say? Okay. Hari. Yes, exactly, Matisha. Education is something that will light up your lives, right? So, actually, not only the education. If a person is now, when we feel knowledge, always that is not a complete personality. We have to be humane, right? මනුෂ්‍යත්වය කියන එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ මේ හැම දේමත් එක්ක. එහෙම නේද? Hmm? That type of individuals are needed for the world more and more, right? So you will be there in the future to govern or rule those countries, to build up our nations, right? Hari. So plant diversity. What do you mean by diversity? Now we say biodiversity, animal diversity, plant diversity. What do you mean by diversity? Yes. What do you mean by diversity? Yes, as you feel. Now here I have shown different types of plants here, different types. Why do we visit botanical gardens? Do you like to visit a botanical garden or a forest? Do you like? Why? Why do you like? Because there are different types of plants. When we see around, if all the plants are the same, is there a beauty? No. Then we don't need to have botanical gardens. We don't need to go and see those, right? But we have several thousands or millions of varieties of plants, species, different species are available, right? So there are so many differences among them. That is what we call as diversity, vividatvaya, right? Now some plants bear flowers, some do not. In the case of flowers also, there are different types of flowers, right? Some are very colorful, very attractive, right? There are so many varieties. That is why some people like to engage in floriculture or even horticulture, because they actually heal our minds, right? When we see those plants. So here we are going to discuss about the differences among plants, right? Differences among plants. Hari. So let's see. Plant diversity. So first of all, now you have learned about the parts of a plant. So in this lesson also we will revise the parts of a plant. Uh, so first of all, here we have considered the flower as a part of a plant. So you know flower is the sexual reproductive structure, because the flowers produce seeds, fruits and seeds, right? Inside the fruit we find seeds. Those seeds will germinate and produce a new generation. මේ බීජ පැලවෙලා තමයි අලුත් පැල බිහි කරන්නේ in the case of flowering plants. අපි කියනවා in Sinhala සපුෂ්ප ශාක කියලා, right? And there are certain plants which do not produce flowers, right? These are known as non-flowering plants, flowering plants and non-flowering plants, right? So in the case of non-flowering plants, they also have different methods to produce a new generation, right? They also produce new individuals. Hari. So here it says morphological features of flowering plants. Morphology. What do you mean by morphology? Yes, morphology. In simply that is the external appearance, Pute. External appearance. Bahira penuma. Right, so we can see the differences among the flowers, difference in the color, size, right? Likewise, we can see the differences among them. So the morphological features of flowering plants. There are different varieties of plants in our environment. Some plants are with flowers and some are without flowers. So you are given certain examples. Before that, I will share a video related to those flowering plants, right? Different types of flowers, the floral diversity. Okay, I will share. So when we say diversity, the plants differ from each other in different aspects, right? Flowering plants, non-flowering plants. Then um, based on the number of seed leaves inside the seed, we can categorize them as dicots and monocots, right? Then as plants, creepers, gus well, and herbs, palliati, we can classify them like that as well. Right? There are different criteria for classification of plants. Let's see. So those who are watching a YouTube video, they will not be able to see those, right? Because these videos will be automatically removed because of the copyrights. For that, as a solution for that, for the Videsa students, I share the Zoom recording as well. Then you can see those videos as well. Types of plants. These are different kinds of plants. Plants are classified on the basis of size, lifespan, phase of growth, and flowering pattern. Types of plants on the basis of their size. These are plants with a long stem, supporting branches, and leaves. They are big in size and have a thick brown stem called a trunk. Common trees in your neighborhood are neem, banyan, chiku, gulmohar, mango, and amata. Shrubs and bushes are smaller than trees. A shrub is distinctly different from a tree due to its shorter, thinner stem. All shrubs are often termed as bushes. japonica, jasmine, june flower, pistachio are shrubs. Lavender, periwinkle are bushes. Plants can be of different sizes. The green grass in garden also grow up to 30 meters high. The bamboo plant is one such example. Herbs are small plants with soft and thin stems. They are used to flavor food, medicine, or perfume. Basil, that is tulsi, coriander, oregano, mint, and flowers like balsam are a few common herbs. Creepers and climbers cannot stand erect as they have tender and green stems. Creepers grow along the ground. Something called pumpkin are some creepers. Climbers take support by walls, poles, and trucks. They find and one plant are some climbers. Types of plants basis of lifespan. Annual plants are plants that have a lifespan of 1 year or a life cycle that completes in they grow, bear fruits, seeds, and then die. Then they complete their life cycle with this duration. Wheat, rice, coriander, marigold, beans, etc. Annual plants. Biennial plants life cycle that spans 2 seasons. In the first season, the plant grows and stores food, and in the second season, it bears flowers, fruits, seeds, and then dies. Wheat, cabbage, tree, lettuce, carrot are biennial plants. Perennial plants that grow for more than 2 seasons or 2 years. Most of the trees in this category: mango tree, coconut tree, neem tree, banyan are perennial plants. Okay, so there you saw the diversity among plants in different criteria. Yes, Pute? Okay. Hari. So we can classify plants based on different criteria, right? Criteria means now whether they produce flowers or not. That is the criterion, whether there are flowers or not. Whether it is a plant or a creeper. That is also another criterion. Whether it grows on land or whether it grows in water. right? Likewise, we can terrestrial and aquatic. We can classify plants like that as well. We can use different criteria, but there are scientific methods of classification. You will learn about them later. So here we are going to classify the plants as flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Names and the pictures of several plants are given below. Although most of them are familiar to you, certain plants may not much familiar to you. So prepare a table by grouping all the plants in the figure into plants which bear flowers and plants which do not bear flowers. So you are given the table. Do it quickly within 2 minutes. Safia, Eshan, turn on the video. Senudi, Senudi nane the Senudi is from Candy, I think. Some people haven't had electricity for several days, right? And though I sent messages in the WhatsApp group, some were unable to access the internet. Therefore, they haven't got the data connections. Therefore, they were unable to see the WhatsApp messages. So some of them had sent SMS, right? Actually, I didn't check SMS. I saw them later on. සමහර අය එවලා තිබුණා SMS උත් මම ඒවා දැක්කේ නම් පස්සෙම because I checked WhatsApp only. It's my fault because I didn't think that people don't have data connections. Yes, hurry up. Safia, where are you? Yes, Eshan, have you finished? Yetum, finished? Finished. Induni, done? ඉඳුනේ නම් වැඩ ඉවරලා කැරකි කැරකිත් ඉන්නවා. හරි. Oshini done, right? Evin? හරිනේ. So shall we check? Okay. Hari, let's see. So I plants which bear flowers, plants which do not bear flowers. So I will put a tick for the plants which bear flowers, right? You should have written. Harined, I will put a tick. So here in most of the plants you can see the flowers as well. Yes, help me. Rose, it's a flowering plant, right? Ferns, ferns? No, they don't produce flowers, non-flowering. It's the gardenia, kudalu, water lily. What about turpentine? You can't see flowers in the picture, but yes, it's a, oh, Tiana, what did you say for turpentine? That it is a flowering plant. Sal flowering, lotus. But ficus, නැත්නම් cycus කියලාත් කියනවා. මඩු ශාකය. That is a non-flowering plant. Non-flowering plant. Okay. Shoe flower, you know. Long beans. They produce flowers. මෙතෙන්ට එනකන් හරිද බලන්න. Yes. It's done. This. Then we'll move on to the next. Then what about curry leaves? Curry leaves? What do you say? Yes? Curry leaves produce flowers. They produce flowers. And they produce seeds as well. Right? Then have you seen Drinaria? Or Benduru? Yes, is it a flowering plant? Does it produce flowers? No, that is an unflowering plant. Hatterolu, jasmine, cypress. Yes? No, it's an unflowering plant. Coconut. And what about salvinia? Pipasi කියලාත් කියන. No, they don't produce flowers. That is a non-flowering plant. හරි නේද? Check whether you have got all correct. Yes, have you got all correct? Okay, well done. දැන් මෙතන when we say cypress, actually some people දැන් මෙතන අපිට පේනවා it seems to be it seems like a pinus tree, right? Pine trees, right? Which are taken for Christmas decorations even. So they don't produce flowers. අපි ඒවට කියනවා non-flowering seed plants killer. They produce seeds, but they are non-flowering. The seeds are opened. They are not covered by a fruit. Later on, you will learn about these, right? Hari. So that is done. And now plants which produce flowers are called what plants? Yes? Plants which produce flowers are called? Yes? Flowering plants. Flowering plants. Flowering plants. And plants which do not produce flowers are called non-flowering plants. Non-flowering plants. Hari. So that is clear. Then main parts of a flowering plant. Hari. We are moving on to a parts of a plant. So you can observe the parts of a plant by using a herb like Cupamania, Monoracudumbia. Neither. You can take such a plant or even a balsam plant. Balsam can kudalu. By using this type of a plant, you can observe the parts of a plant easily. Cupamania is the best, right? Here. So you can find a Cupamania plant and you can press it in between two sheets of a newspaper and keep it under a weight for about 1 week. You can press, pressing. You press flowers, no? Press karna nahi flowers. Evage just okay. Hari. So you can have a pressed plant and paste it on a sheet of paper. Once it is pressed, then you can label the parts on it. That is a homework, right? Activity. You have to press a plant like Cupamania or Monoracudumbia which you can paste on a sheet of paper. You can press it and then paste it on a sheet of paper and label the parts. I asked to use Cupamania plant or Monoracudumbia. That in that herb you can find even the flowers. So it is easy to be pressed. Flowering plants in our surroundings are of different sizes. We can observe small plants as well as big trees among them. Right? Their stems, roots, flowers and fruits are also different from each other. Therefore, plants show a great diversity. Diversity, once again, they differ from their size, then the shape, color of the flowers, whether they have fruits, what type of fruits are there, how the fruits and seeds get dispersed, right? The way, if the stem is branched or not. Likewise, based on different morphological features, we can classify the plants, right? They show a great diversity in their size and morphological features. So you can say morphological features simply external appearance, right? Bahira penuma, simply external, based on the external appearance. External appearance. But all flowering plants have some common parts. So we'll see what those common parts are. Identification of main parts of a flowering plant. As I told you, select a small plant that produces flowers and fruits. Monoracudumbia. This is the Tamil name. Kairan. This is the Tamil term. Cupamania. Once again, this is the Tamil word, right? Uproot it from the soil without breaking the roots. You have to carefully uproot that, right? Without breaking the roots. Remove soil around the roots carefully. Press it between pages of newspapers and prepare a field book and paste the specimens in it. So you can paste both Cupamania plant and even grass. Right? Both can be pressed and pasted on 2 pages. Hari. So let's label the main parts of a flowering plant. Hari. Now I am going to show that also. Main parts of a flowering plant. Just watch that. Mama me videos pennanne for you to remember the things very well, right? So මතක හිටිනානේ දැක්කහම ඒ නිසායි පෙන්නන්නේ. So as I told you, you have to revise them today itself. Right. Just have a look. Watch it carefully. So here you can see each and every part of a plant has its own functions, right? Specific function or functions. Either. Just to think about them as well, because we are going to discuss those. While you are learning the parts, you have to remember their functions as well. Yes, Safia. Okay. Now you all can try to label the parts as you know. Sometimes you may not know one or two parts. Just keep them and label the other parts now quickly. Yes, Matisha. Okay. Simansa, Sayuni. I mean, where are you? I see only the It's done. හරිද? Shall I label the parts then? Hari. And let's do. So what is number 1? First of all, we can divide plant in 2 systems, right? The underground part as the, what do you call this? Known as the underground part. Root system. That is known as the root system. Maybe in number 3. Number 3 stands for the root system. So roots in since this is a dicot, we can see this is the taproot. This is the taproot. Okay. This is the taproot and the lateral roots are attached to it. Now number 1 is the taproot. And these others are the lateral roots. Right? Lateral roots. So both of these belong to the root system. Hari neda? Oshini? Right. So 1, 2, 3 done. Then number 4, that is the stem, right? Stem. So there are 2 systems in the plant. This underground part is the root system. Root system, this is labeled as number 3. And number 11 shows the parts which are above the ground, which we call as the shoot system. So there are only 2 systems in a plant. This is known as the shoot system. Okay. Hari. So number 5. Where is number 5? That is a actually we call them as axillary buds or lateral buds, right? So they develop into branches later on. Right. Number 5. Lateral bud or axillary bud. Right. Axillary bud. There is no U here, sorry. Alright, then where's number 6? 6 stands for the leaf, right? Since the arrow is only for one leaf, we can say leaf, not leaves, right? Number 7, that is known as the, yes, what do you call that? If this is the axillary bud, this is known as the, yes, monobud. That is the apical bud. Apical bud. The height of the plant increases when this develops. Apical bud. This is the apical bud. Number 7. Then number 8 is a branch, right? Branch. 8 is a branch. And number 9 stands for the fruit. Where is number 10? 10 is for flower. Then here you can see the flower buds as well. That is not labeled. You can say flower bud here. Flowers and flower buds are there. Flower bud. Then whole number 11 stands for the shoot system. Shoot system of the plant. Hari neda? Did you get that? Okay. Isindu? Hari ne? Hari. Then shall we move on? Hari. And I'm going to erase. Is there a question? Nebalana. Only one wrong, Matisha says. Okay, Matisha. What went wrong? Seventh one. What is the seventh one? The apical bud. Okay. Diversity of the parts of flowering plants. Now we are moving on to the diversity among the parts. Since we learned the parts of the plant, now we are moving on to the diversity of these parts. Yes, so is Jani Nana Akkar. Can you turn on the video? And where's Eshan? Yes, Eshan. Eshan, are you from Kandy? Where are you from? Okay. Hi. Diversity of the parts of flowering plants. The characteristic feature of the flowering plant is the formation of flowers. We know that. Almost all parts such as stem, leaves, roots, buds, flowers and roots can be seen in most of the plants as we have labeled above. Plants show a great diversity among these parts. Right, so tomorrow now you can't do because it is dark outside. Tomorrow, if it does not rain during the daytime, you can just go out and see different types of plants. You don't need to uproot them. Just observe the differences in the flowers. නැත්නම් මට බැනුම් අහන්නත් ඒ අම්මලාගේ ඉන්නේ. ඔයාලා මං කිව්වා කියලා ගෙදර තියෙන ගස් ටික ගලවලා. ගලවන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. නිකන් බලන්න. The shape of the leaf, the color, size, how the veins are available, veination, how the leaves are arranged, how they are attached to the stem, right? The differences, you just go out and observe these. On activity 2. First activity, you have to press a plant and paste it on a sheet of paper and label the parts. Then second one, just go out. Now make a field visit in your garden, right? Thank you. And if I don't have a garden, if you don't have, just go out of your place with an adult, right? And observe the plants outside. You have a big garden, right? Yes, Kyron, I know you. Once you told that there are crocodiles and pythons are also there in your garden. I think both plant and animal diversity are available in your garden. Are you okay? So plants show a great diversity among these parts. Let's see. Diversity among the roots. Yetum, you did your presentation, right? Yetum? Kalad. Kalani? Ned. Yetum missed, but Kyron did. You know, we have. Are you ready, Yetum? Yes? Sorry? You are ready? Okay. Hari. I will give you the chance after discussing this and before we do the grade 6 revision. Diversity among the roots. Normally root system remains how? The roots remain? Yes? What is the word? Yeah, so in the soil is there. There is a blank. Underground. Yes, underground. The root system remains underground in the soil. Yes, Evin. Underground. Yes. Yes, in some of the plants, the roots are above the ground. We are going to discuss about them, the exceptions, right? Hari. In most of the cases, right? Yes, Pute? Actually, sometimes you may have seen that some of the roots are above the soil. But if all the roots are above the soil, it cannot be attached to the soil, right? It will fall down, right? Therefore, there are roots underground in the coconut tree, right? If when people uproot coconut trees, they have to make a big effort. You may have seen sometimes when they uproot a coconut tree, they just uproot it like this. So in this whole area, the roots are distributed. They have a fibrous root system. දැකලා තියෙනවද පොල් ගස් ගැලුවාම අර පස් ටිකත් එක්ක මෙහෙම තමයි එන්නේ. දැන් මේ දවස්වල today I saw in the Vihara Mahadevi Park and also what is that Independence Square, near the Independence Square, about 8 to 10 huge trees were fallen, right, because of the wind. They get uprooted easily. That type of huge trees get uprooted because the root system was just close to the soil. When they are planting the trees, actually we have to dig a deep hole in the ground and plant them. Otherwise, they will fall when the root system is not widely distributed into the soil. Right? The roots are there to anchor the plant to the soil or the substrate. Right? තදින් සවි කරන්න තමයි roots තියෙන්නේ. And to absorb water and minerals. There are two types of root systems. This is one type. Some plants have a single large root which originates from the base of the stem. From the base of the stem, there is a large root. This is the stem. And the other roots arise from that main root like this. Right? So, some plants have a single large root which originates from the base of the stem. It is called the, what do you call this root? Yes, that is the, yes, taproot. That is known as the taproot. Mudun mula, taproot. Large number of roots are originated from the taproot. What do you call these roots? Yes? They are called lateral roots. Parshvikamul, lateral roots. Lateral roots. Right? This type of root system is called a taproot system. මෙන්න මේ වගේ එකකට කියනවා අපි taproot system කියලා. Right? So what are the plants with the taproot system? Yes. You can name a lot. Yes, plants with the taproot system. Mango, jack. Yes. Flower. Even Kupamania, Monara Kudumbia, chili. Right? You can name hundreds of plants with a taproot. Guava, rambutan. Lian. Kupamania, Monara Kudumbia, guava, rambutan. Flower. Wood apple, orange. Oh, breadfruit. Dill, jack. ගෙදර තියෙන ගස් මතක් කරලා කියන්න බලන්න. tamarind. අයිවින්ගේ ගෙදර tamarind තියෙනවද? අයිවින් නෙමෙයිද කිව්වේ? yes. කොට්ටාම්බා or Ceylon almond කියලා කියනවා. කොට්ටාම්බා, Ceylon almond. tea and teak both. tea and teak. tea කියන්නේ තේ ගස්. ඊට පස්සේ teak කියන්නේ තේක. TEAK. හරිද? කොහොඹ yes. කොහොඹ වලට අපි කියනවා නීම් කියලාත් කියනවා නීම්. ඔමාගෝසා නීම්. හරි නේද? orange, mandarin, star fruit, wood apple ඒ හැම එකටම tap root system එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Then මේ තියෙන්නේ වෙන්න මෙතන පෙන්නලා තියෙනවා the tap root system, tap root and the lateral roots. Then some plants have large number of small roots which are originated from the base of the stem. This type of a root system is called a fibrous root system. තන්තු මූල පද්ධතිය. Fibrous root system. මේක මුදුන් මූල පද්ධතිය. Tap root system. So what are the plants with the fibrous root system? Yes, coconut. Yes, there are few actually with a fibrous root system. What else? Yes, arecanut. Then coconut, arecanut. Okay, and grass. Arecanut කියන මොනවාද? Yes, what is arecanut? කොහොනේ කට්ටියද? පුවක් නේද? මොනවාද? Rice. We'll say paddy, right? Paddy. Goyam. Paddy. Grass. Kitul. Paddy. Palmyra. Palmyra. මොනවාද palmyra? Thal. Palmyra. palm පුතේ actually අපි දැන් මේ ඉන්න පුතේ we classify plants as a taproot system and fibrous root system actually the flowering plants, right? එතකොට ඒ කියන්නේ monocots and dicots කියලා අපි බෙදන්නේ flowering plants විතරයි but මොනවාද කිව්වේ? ඔව් okay. මට ඒවල තියෙනවා cactus කියලා කවුරු හරි ඒවල තියෙනවා cactus කියලා actually cactus it has a taproot, right? ඊළඟට anthurium, okay. Right, finished. Then let's see the functions of plant roots. Then we'll see how the Yetum's presentation, and after that we'll discuss a grade 6 question, right? Functions of plant roots. The main function is, there are two main functions actually. Fix the plant to the soil or the substrate. Sometimes you may have seen plants growing on walls. Other than the ground, there are plants growing, right? So fix the plant to the soil or the substrate. Then the roots absorb water along with the minerals dissolved in water, right? Absorb, AB, absorption, uragan. The roots can do that. These are the two main functions. And some of the plant roots carry out vegetative propagation or vegetative reproduction. That means they have the ability to produce plants by using their roots, right? Other than the flower. The flowers produce seeds and seeds germinate and produce new plants. That is known as sexual reproduction of plants by using the flowers. Without the involvement of the flower, certain plants can produce new plants by other parts of the plant. And we call them as vegetative parts, the roots, leaves, stem, right? Some of the roots can carry out this vegetative propagation or asexual reproduction. So have you seen in curry leaves, කරපිංච ගහ වටේට පොඩි පොඩි පැල හැදෙනව නේද? It produces seeds as well, and from the roots also it produces new plants, vegetative propagation. Belly, breadfruit, even you can say guava, right? These are the main examples. Curry leaves, belly, breadfruit. දෙල් වලත් ලොකු ගහ වටේට පොඩි පොඩි පැල හැදෙන්නේ by using the roots, right? Breadfruit. Right. So first two are the main functions. In addition to these, there are roots adapted for other functions. Mimosa. Some people call this as touch me not plant. Actually, on touching, the leaves go to sleep. It shows sleeping movements. Mimosa. Nidikumba. If you uproot a plant, you can nicely see the small nodules like structures. Nodules can swelling on the root. So these are known as the root nodules. These are known as root nodules. You can fill in the blank. So these root nodules are very important. Why? Inside these root nodules, there are microorganisms, a group of microorganisms called bacteria inside them. The name of the bacterium is rhizobium. The name of the bacterium is rhizobium. Name of the bacterium is rhizobium. So since it is a scientific name, you have to underline the name like this. So these bacteria supply nitrogen nutrient. Nitrogen for the growth of plants, they need different nutrients. Out of these, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, these are essential, right? So the nitrogen requirement of a plant is fulfilled by the by this rhizobium bacterium, which are living inside the root nodules of these plants. Not only in mimosa, we find them in other leguminous plants like even in katurumurunga, sesbania, you can see nicely. ඊළඟට දැන් ඒක බලන්න කියලා ගෙදර කතුරුමුරුංග පැලයක් තියෙනවා නම් ගලවන්න එපා ඈ. අර ලොකු ගහක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒ ගහ වටේට පොඩි පැල හැදිලා තියෙනවා නම් එකක් ගලවලා බැලුවට කමක් නැහැ. ලස්සනට තියෙනවා root nodules බලා ගන්න. ඊළඟට නිදි කුඹ නම් ගලවලා බැලුවට කමක් නැහැ. කවුරුත් බනින්නේ නැහැ නේ. නිදි කුඹ ගැලෙව්වා කියලා. ඔය අතේ කටු යන ගන්න එපා. හරිද? Uproot and observe the root nodules. So inside these nodules, there is a bacterium known as rhizobium. It fulfills the nitrogen nutrients. Nitrogen requirement is fulfilled. The plant needs nitrogen. Rhizobium provides that nitrogen to the plant. දෙන්නටම උදව් කරගන්නවා. කොහමද? The bacteria give nitrogen to the plant and the plant provides accommodation for the bacterium. එයාට ඉන්න තැනක් දෙනවා. Right? These bacteria supply nitrogen nutrients required for the growth of mimosa plant. I may mimosa කියන එකත් italics වලින් දීලා තියෙන්නේ since it is a scientific name. ඇල අකුරු පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන්නේ mimosa plant, and root system supplies nutrients for the bacteria which live inside the nodules. අපි මේ වගේ දෙන්නටම වාසි වෙන relationship එකකට අපි කියනවා symbiotic relationship එකක් කියලා. Both are benefited. Both parties are benefited. නේද? දෙන්නටම වාසි. Hari. In addition to mimosa, I told you, you can mention katurumurunga, or we call it as sesbania, and also you can say other leguminous plants, winged beans, family leguminosae. දැන් අපි plant classification වල එක එක families ගැන කියනවා. එතකොට ඒ වගේ එක family එකක් තමයි family leguminosae. In Sinhala Ranila Kule Shaka කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? එතකොට in those we find these root nodules. හරි. එහෙනම් අපි ලියමු කතුරු මුරුංගා. or Sesbania, right? Agati කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ that is agati කියන්නේ it is a Tamil word. Agati කියන්නේ කතුරු මුරුංගද? ඔව් නේද? Yes, කතුරු මුරුංගා is the Sinhala word. In Tamil you call it as agati. Okay. Then winged beans, beans, Leguminosae family, right? Hari. Yetum, be prepared for the presentation, right? Okay, Hari. Shall we move on then? Kyron, what are you going to share? Yes, yes. Still you are writing now. Have you all finished? Hari. Then there are a few exceptional routes. Maybe some of the routes store food, right? Storage routes. Manioc, beetroot, carrot, sweet potato like. The other roots shown in the figure are generally called as yams. අපි අල කියලා කියනවානේ. Because food is stored in those roots. Hari. So food can be stored in taproot as well as lateral roots. Then මට කියන්න. What are the plants in which the taproot stores food? Yes. එතන පෙන්නලා තියෙනවා දෙන්නෙක්. Yes. How the carrot. ඔන්න ඔයගොල්ලෝ පටලවා ගන්න බෑ මේවා. Taproot. In the taproot they have stored food. Carrot. ඊළඟට beetroot is shown. Beetroot. තව කවුද? Yes. Radish. Turnip. In those the taproot stores food. Carrot, beetroot, radish, turnip. The taproot stores food. ඊළඟට who store food in the lateral roots? Yes. මොනවාද මේ? Manioc and sweet potato. Yes. Manioc and sweet potato. මේව පටලවා ගන්න එපා. දැන් මේකට potato හරියනවද? Potato ලියන්න පුළුවන්ද? No. You can't write potato. Potato is not a root which stores food. It is an underground stem. So you can't say potato. Okay? Done? තව ටික දවසකින් අහනකොට අමතක කරලා තියෙන්න බෑ. දැන් අදම බලනවනේ නේද කට්ටිය? හ්ම්? හරි. okay. හරි. We will discuss about the types of fruits that grow මේ ටික අපි ඊළඟ දවසේ කියමු නේද? මොකද හදිස්සි වෙලා ඉන්නේ දැන් presentation එකට යන්න and we have to do a grade 6 question as well. හරි. yes, යෙතුම්. යෙතුම්. I will let you share the screen. හරි. You can. Yes, start slideshow. Yes, යෙතුම් start slideshow. Yes, what is it? Okay. When I mention your name, give me the answer, right? Hari. What is the second one? Yes, Sayuni. Can't hear Sayuni. Oh, Sayuni. Limansa. Yes, Limansa. Limansa වැහෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. Has happened. Do you know the? Yes, Kelvin is the SI unit, and what are the other units? I mean, Celsius and Fahrenheit. Okay, Sayuni has sent the answer also. Okay. Then what is the third question? What are the effects of heat? කවුද දුමින්දු කියලා ඉන්නේ නමත් මතක නෑ දැන් වෙන නමකින් හිටියාම. Yes. පුතේ ඔයාලගේ නමින් join වෙන්න. We'll ask from Safia. Mention one, Safia. Yes, where is Safia? Sehansa? Yes, Sehansa. මා වැහෙන්නේ නැද්ද? ඇයි මේ කතා කරන්නේ නැද්ද? Sehansa? You all have got issues in the microphones. Kyron, mention one. Change of state of matter. That's one thing. Dimita, can you say something, Dimita? No? Yes, if you watch the video presentation. Who else? Matisha, can you mention an effect of change of color? Change of color. Okay. Eshan? Expansion. Yes, expansion and contraction. Effects of heat. Yes, change in color, expansion, change of state. Yes, okay. Is that all, Yatum? Okay, Yatum, well done. You have made a big attempt, right, to make the presentation. That's good. Orderly arranged. Well done. Okay, for the coming week, since we will start the lessons from grade 7 now, right? So we discussed about the roots only. Therefore, diversity of roots is the topic. Shall we start from the beginning? Then I will give the topic to Evin. අද දෙන්නෙකුට දෙන්න topics නැහැනේ නිසා we will give the topic, give only one topic. Then once we continue the lesson, you all will get a chance, right? You all will get a chance. Evin, your topic is diversity of roots. Okay, then we have only about 10 minutes, so we will Move on to a question. We will just mention the answers at least for a question. Let's see whether we have finished this one. We discussed a number of question papers in the month of November, right? We have done a part of this, right? Hari. So, shall we discuss the answers for this question? Someone made a small drum by covering the mouth of a yogurt cup with a thin rubber membrane. Several pieces of paper were put on the membrane and the instrument was played. Give two observations which could be done by someone, which could be made by someone when played the drum. What are the observations that he can make? Yes, all of you. Safia ഉത്തര തന്നോണേ. Yes, Dinu, the pieces of paper will move up and down. They will just show vibrations. Okay. And another one, when we say observations, we can say, mention the things that we can see and hear. Observations, nirikshan. So we can hear the sound. Yes, we can hear the sound. Hari. Then what conclusion can be made through this activity, which is related with the production of sound? Now a sound is produced. So what is the conclusion that you can gain out of this activity? By vibrating the membrane. Yes, Deemita. So you can just adjust your answer like this. A sound is produced due to a what? Yes, you mean vibration. The sound is produced due to a vibration. What is your conclusion? නිගමනය මොකක්ද? A sound is produced due to a vibration. We can see the vibration since the pieces of paper moved up and down. Right? Hari. Name a natural and an artificial source of sound. So we mentioned a large number of natural and artificial sources of sound. What are the natural sources? A chirping of birds, barking of dogs, rustling of leaves when the wind blows faster these days. Yes. Thundering, not the lightning, that is thundering. A sound of flowing water, sound of a waterfall, sound of the sea, sea waves, right? Artificial. Yes, sound of the traffic, sound of, yes, sound of the musical instruments as a common. People shouting, okay, then sounds of the vehicle horns, sirens, the sounds of machines, right? Name the organ which is sensitive to sound. What is it? That is the ear. Write a precaution that should be followed to prevent damages done by noise to that organ. So what are the precautions we can follow? We should not be exposed to louder noises frequently. If we have to be exposed due to the occupation of a person, he or she has to wear ear protectors. Then we should not insert any strange objects into the ear, right? And without medical prescription, without medical advice, we should not insert or we should not add any eardrops. Okay, Hari. Then what is a musical sound? Yes, what do you mean by music? Sounds with a rhythm. When there is a rhythm, we call it as music, right? When there is a rhythm. Sorry. Explain how a noise is different from a musical sound. Yes, pattern means there is a rhythm. A musical sound has a rhythm, but A noise does not have a rhythm. A noise causes a discomfort in our ear, but a musical sound does not. Right? You can say differences like that. A musical sound does not, but does not cause any difficulty in our ear, but a noise causes. Hari. Then I think I have shared this even earlier. I will share this once again so you can answer this part B, third question, right, for homework. Part B, third question for homework. Now I will share this question paper with you in the group so you can answer the third question in part B for homework. අන දැන් grade 6 term test එකට ලෑස්ති වෙන්නත් ඕනේ. grade 7 වැඩ ටික මතක තියාගන්නත් ඕනේ. හරිද? වැඩ දෙකයි. Okay? Hari. එහෙනම් I will share this so you can do the homework and remind me next time. So study the things and most importantly, stay safe, right? Hari. Then we will start that note sharing thing once again. So today's note should be shared by, we'll say, Sayuni and Sehansa. Sayuni and Sehansa have to share their notes. Hari neda? Sayuni and Sehansa. Now I have noted down. Hari. Now we'll stop there for today. On the you have to revise the thing, all the 11 units in grade 6 and the little things that we learned today under the grade 7 first unit. And this homework question is also there. And Sayuni and Sehansa have to share their notes. Evin should be prepared for the presentation. Evin, when did you say that you have the term test? 16. So you can make the presentation, right? Is it okay? Okay. Hari. Okay then. Right. See you on next week. Stay safe and good night then. Good night. Bye.